Where to begin? It's a great step for our team, to be able to get this win without Tyrese, who's just clearly a key part to this team, has been from the beginning of the year. And a lot of guys stepped up. I know we're going to talk a lot about Jared, as we should, but I thought the two guys, Jalen Blakes and Sean Stewart, the minutes they gave us, it's not going to show up in a box score, but it came at critical times. And really, Florida State, they just keep coming at you. And the minutes that they played, I thought was huge. Sean in the second half, what he did, he got a few loose balls. That was critical. Caleb Foster, for a freshman to handle the ball for 34 minutes and have 3 assists and 1 turnovers. Again, you're not going to necessarily see it on the box score, but it was key to the win today, what those 3 guys did. And then Jared, he just, there's a special performance. I've been lucky to be a part of my 15 years, but especially as a coach for 11, to see a lot of special performances by any player, but especially freshmen. And that was up there with any of them. Like, it really was. And JJ should watch out. I think he broke JJ's record for threes in a game, right? For a freshman. But to me, it was just his grit, his will, his determination to win was special. So really proud of this win. Proud of our team, especially stepping up, like I said, a little bit undermanned. And we need to keep on building from here.
Jon, can you just tell us what you were thinking in the first half as Jared just kept getting those shots and just kept falling?
Yeah, thinking, how can we get him the ball more? And it's clearly he just had it going. It was just, you could see it. And it's hard because with them, they switch everything. So it's not like you can call plays all the time. And we got stuck a little bit. We got a little stagnant playing too much one-on-one. But to their credit, that's what they make you do. And Jared just manufactured a lot. There's a couple calls in there maybe, but for the most part, it's just literally saying, get the ball and go do what you're doing. And he did. And, not only did he have 35, but it was in critical moments too. It was the beginning of the game. I think we came out with the right defensive mentality at first. He steadied us with his scoring. And then to close the half, he had a couple big threes as well. And then that moment in the second half, he gets the 2 free throws, the 3. That, I don't know where that stretched the lead to, but that was it was a critical moment.
Did Jared getting hot in the first half and having a bunch of quick possessions off the 3 kind of make getting Flip and Jeremy involved in the offense a little tougher early in the second half?
Not really. I mean, they had opportunities, and look, Jeremy and Flip, no matter who's going off or what's happening, they're gonna be right there and a huge part of our game plan to get them going on offense. And credit Florida State with how they played on defense. I don't know if that's the worst assist to turnover ratio we've had the whole year. It feels like it to me in the moment. To have 17 turnovers, for them to have 21 points off of turnovers, but that's what they do. You have to play stronger, in the paint. You have to have poise. But no, I mean, we're scoring. It doesn't matter if it's Jared. It doesn't matter if it's whoever. And look, Jeremy ended up with 17 and 4 still. But I thought we left some on the table there with some of the finishes and some of the turnovers we had.
You guys got a lot of loose balls tonight. You won the rebounding battle against a taller team. And I remember a few weeks ago at Chapel Hill, you mentioned loose balls was a big problem in that game. What was the difference today, do you think?
To me, it was just that, Steve. I think we were tough. I thought we were really tough throughout. We weren't perfect, and very rarely can you be perfect on the road, especially here. You have to be able to turn the page quickly when you make a mistake, when they turn you over, because you're not going to walk out of here with 0 turnovers. It's not going to happen. And there are a couple of key plays, and that's why I mentioned Jalen, Sean, because they got loose balls for us. Our guys were all over the floor, and to out-rebound them by 9 and have 15 offensive rebounds, I think that's a big step and something we need to learn from.
Coach, did the whole stadium booing Jared every time he had the ball in the second half, did that motivate him or make things harder?
To be honest, Jared looked very motivated from the start for me, but it's not going to slow him down. I can tell you that. Like, he's wired for this. He's wired to wear a Duke uniform. He's wired. He's wired for this. And it's because of the way he works, and he works all the time. He has such confidence, such belief in himself, and you know, I'm not surprised. But I don't know how the boos affected him or not. But I know it wasn't a negative thing.
Last one.
You mentioned a lot more one-on-one play than you wanted maybe on offense at first. Is that a product of Tyrese not being in there? Is that the impact you're going to see?
You know, I just think it was the way they play, Steve. You know, Florida State, when they switch everything, you're trying to make a pass, they're contesting the passes. And so when no one's open, the tendency is to put your head down and make plays. And to be honest, we're telling our guys to drive the ball because you can't play tentative. So you have to live with a couple of those mistakes, but also you have to work harder than get open. You have to back cut and fill. And for our group, I mean, I don't know besides Jeremy and Jalen if anybody's ever been here. I don't think anybody's been here before. I think those are the only two guys. So to be in this environment, the way they play it's unlike anybody else. They have their own style that you have to prepare for, and hopefully we don't continue to do that. But I think it's more of a product to who Florida State is and how they play.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Shea.